DC here. Hi guys and gals. Well, I'm just gonna go for a little walk. It's probably around 9 in the evening, something like that. Anyway, and it's not quite dark. Let me see if you can see over there. You can see there's still the carnival. But I thought I'd take a little walk and go look at the lights. But before it gets completely dark, I'll vlog a little bit. I read something, was it probably a couple days ago, about in Japan that they have a lot of what they call rent-a-friends. And I was wondering like what that was. But because as you probably know, in Japan there's many senior citizens or people that are alone for different reasons. And the rent-a-friend thing it's a mixture of stuff actually. It's like to accompany somebody. I guess when it's with the elderly people, it's similar to that. With others, it's probably more of a escort type thing. I'm not quite certain. But what I read was mostly, about the fact is that in today's world, and especially in certain countries, well, like Japan, for example, where people work like mad, but it's not only Japan. I know where I used to work a few years back, people, would just work, I was almost say non-stop, and that was all it was in their life. And unless that they, unless that they ended up having, a friend at work or something like that, there was no way to meet anybody outside of the workplace. And I guess that the rent-a-friend thing might have been kind of interesting. When I was working for that company, actually, I used to go quite regularly in Scandinavia and amongst other places in Copenhagen. And the hotels in Copenhagen always had flyers on the desk for escorts. So I mean, it was very much into the culture over there, and it was kind of interesting because when we'd go like for we'd be a group. Usually we'd be 2-3 people going, and so we'd go together for dinner in the evening. But what you would notice, and that was very remarkable, is the amount of, let's say, elderly guys with these really young ladies. And I had a chat with a few people at one point about that, and they were telling me, no, they are not, not automatically prostitutes or what, but as they were saying, escorts in the sense that people did not want to be alone, did not want to eat alone and stuff like that. It was very much in the culture. When I was in the Baltic countries also, it was similar. And it's funny because I was thinking about that, and it is true that there are a lot of people that have almost a phobia of being at the restaurant alone. I used to quite enjoy it actually. When I traveled, for example, in Ireland, when I was in the, not with my work group, I very much enjoyed actually going to the restaurant alone, but I had to have something. I'd have my tablet or I'd have a book or something. So I wasn't really alone, you know what I mean? But yeah, rent-a-friend. I was thinking about that because, ever since, social media's around, it's been quite a few years now, there's been a lot of, what we call the online friends. Some have become real friends, but isn't it in a way kind of a rent-a-friend thing, we go there because we still need to communicate. We still need, we're social animals, aren't we? And we still need to meet up with people. So I guess that's probably part of this. I don't know. I have been told actually by a few people since I'm retired that you will notice the amount of retired people, especially the people that have been retired for a few years that have lost their contacts or what, will end up getting animals. And I mean, I guess that is, of course, we all know that's one of the reasons that people do have pets. And the elderly often have smaller pets, which are more akin maybe to children in a way. I mean, we do say our fur babies and stuff like that. You've all heard that expression and you use it as well. So, is there something there? Well, anyway, you tell me about it. I'm off actually walking in the direction of the carnival. I didn't walk through the park this time. I thought I'd walk this way because it'd be a little bit more light. And let me see what's announced here. Well, nothing interesting. Yeah, and I'm beside the pond because we have the pond in the park, and you can hear some of the birds. It's not as loud as it is sometimes. Anyway, okay, that'll be it. DC signing off. Take care, everybody, and I hope you have. What is today? Today's Thursday. Yeah, so we're coming up to the end of the week. Hope you have a good Thursday. Bye, everybody. Take care.